Hello, you're watching E-News Bulletin of IPR Department with me, Chirang Eden. Let's look at some of the news making headlines this week. According to the latest update on COVID-19 cases in Sikkim provided by the State Health Department, 41 positive cases were reported by the end of the day on Thursday. 37 are from East District and 4 from South District. The total number of active cases is now 229 and total cured and discharged stands at 5,995. 86,453 tests have been conducted till date and 136 persons have died from the disease. Currently, there is not a single person admitted in the ICU and no COVID-related death was reported in the last 24 hours. As far as COVID-19 vaccination is concerned, a total of 6,058 persons, including healthcare workers, frontline workers, senior citizens and people belonging to the age group of 45 years and above, were vaccinated by the end of Thursday. Out of the total, 5,231 received the first dose and 827 received the second dose of COVID-19 vaccine. Also, during the Tika Utsav or the mass vaccination drive that took place from 11th to 14th of April, a total of 26,328 were vaccinated all across the state. Data taken from all 4 districts showed. It has been informed that the mass vaccination drive at the Gymnasium Hall of Palju Stadium, Gangtok is still on and will continue till 30th of April 2021. Vaccinations at New STNM, CRH Manipal, Ranipul Urban PHC will also continue. Please contact your nearest centre to get registered and vaccinated. Minister Loknath Sharma officially inaugurated the Tribal Development Fund for Wasteland Development in India-based project at Sankhu Radu Khandu Panchayat Bhavan, West Sikkim on Thursday. The inaugural function also had the presence of area in charge of Manibung Dentam constituency, Chairman SAPCO, SDM Dentam, President of Tribal Development Committee, officials from NABARD and RBI officials and farmers of the area. Minister elaborated the various schemes and programs initiated by the state government to uplift the farmers' economical and social status. He also articulated the farmer-centric policies implemented in the state and the future programs envisioned by the Chief Minister to benefit the farmers at large. Minister Sharma also spoke about the remarkable role accomplished by the farmers during COVID-19 crisis in 2020 and also anticipated the same kind of contribution to ensure surplus production in order to address the increasing demand. It may be mentioned here that Wasteland Development in India is a flagship program of NABARD and it strengthens the agrarian livelihoods of the tribal households, also increasing food and nutritional security. A standard operating procedure has been enforced from Thursday to ensure punctuality in government offices by the state government. As directed by Chief Minister Shri P.S. Tamang, all employees and officials need to be punctual while reporting for duty at 10 a.m., though a grace time of 15 minutes would be allowed. After that, action would be taken against those coming late or not found on duty during office hours, it has been directed. The Chief Secretary shared that some norms were relaxed in 2020 during the peak COVID pandemic period, but the situation now is different. If the officers and employees are not present on duty on the scheduled time, they will be marked absent and leave without pay. This is not applicable for those officials and employees who have sanctioned to a program or leave. The Chief Secretary informed that the government also plans to have surprise inspections in government offices. The inspection teams would have senior officials of other departments who will visit the particular department in the morning and afternoon hours to check the attendance of the employees and officials. CBSE board exams for Class 10 will not be held this year and that students will be promoted on the basis of an internal assessment, Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank said on Wednesday. The Union government has postponed Class 12 examinations till May 30th. The board will issue a revised schedule for Class 12 board exams on 1st of June. The decision was taken after Prime Minister Modi chaired a high-level meeting to review the examinations to be held at various levels in view of the developing COVID situation. CBSE board exams were scheduled to be held from 4th of May to 7th of June and the results were to be announced by 15th of July. The results of a Class 10 board will now be prepared on the basis of an objective criterion to be developed by the board. Any candidate who is not satisfied with the marks allocated to him or her on this basis will be given an opportunity to sit in an exam as and when the conditions are conducive to hold the exams, said the Ministry of Education in a press note. After gifting and selling tens of millions of COVID-19 vaccine doses abroad, India suddenly finds itself short of shots as new infections surge in the world's second most populous country. India breached 2 lakh daily infections for the first time on Thursday and is trying to inoculate more of its population using domestically produced shots. Facing soaring cases and overflowing hospitals after lockdown restrictions were eased, it also abruptly changed the rules to allow it to fast-track vaccine imports, having earlier rebuffed foreign drug makers like Pfizer. It will import Russia's Sputnik 5 vaccine starting this month to cover as many as 125 million people. The reversal in fortunes could hamper not only India's battle to contain the pandemic, but also vaccination campaigns in more than 60 poorer countries, mainly in Africa, for months. So far this month, India has only exported around 1.2 million vaccine doses. That compares with 64 million doses shipped abroad between late January and March, according to data from the Foreign Ministry. Meanwhile, Delhi recorded over 17,000 cases of COVID-19 on Wednesday to become the worst affected city in the country, leaving financial capital Mumbai far behind in the daily tally. The unprecedented surge in cases, especially in the last few days, has also left doctors and medical experts baffled, with some conjecturing that the virus has mutated and assumed so many different strains, some of which are far more transmissible than others. This is all we have for today. Please like and follow our Facebook page, that is the Government of Sikkim official page, for the most authentic news and information on recent developments in the government and the state. Please continue wearing masks and wear them properly. Wash hands regularly and maintain physical distance while heading out as our fight against COVID-19 still continues. In case you develop symptoms, please self-isolate and get tested within 7 days. People belonging to the age group of 45 years and above are requested to please get yourselves registered and vaccinated. Please remember, COVID-19 appropriate needs to be followed even after getting vaccinated. Andolan on COVID-19, Dawai bhi karai bhi. Thank you for tuning in.